confluent sage, Baba has given us this spiritual birth, very beautiful, alokik Brahmin life. Brahmins are always well respected in society, but those are alokik Brahmins, and we are alokik spiritual Brahmins, mouth-born progeny of Brahma Baba. In Brahmin life, our foundation is of purity. Now we understand, we adopt the life of purity. Purity in our thoughts, words, and actions. Purity in our awareness, attitude, and vrishti. Purity in all relationships. I create spiritual relationship with everyone. It's a life of fulfillment, a life of efforts, it's life of ascending degrees. Company of God, a child and an instrument. It is with self-transformation I experience constant success. And as much I serve, with total honesty, and everything in life transparent, so I'm able to adopt the form of light as an angel, flying carefree, messenger of God. With the thoughts, wherever I have to reach, I could make it there. And serve as an angel. That means make them experience God's love, and fulfill their spiritual needs. When I serve as an angel, I feel Baba is the one who is Karan Karavanha. It's not I am doing it, but I am taking Baba's message. As I keep serving as the angel, the souls start looking at the angel, appreciate angel's qualities as bestower, start keeping the images of angels, first there is the praise, then become worthy of worship. It is at confluence age, there is worthiness of being worshipped. But Brahma Baba has told us that you cannot accept any worshipping because even the soul is pure, but body is not. But I keep my original form in front of me, my deity form. While maintaining deity form, I start going in deep silence, recognizing my eternal form, eternal love, eternal peace, very much deep in silence, thinking of one Baba and my home. This is my spiritual journey. As I keep experiencing the different forms, I'm able to stay in Baba's company. as a server, as an instrument, in Baba's company. I become helper in Baba's task. Unlimited Yagya. When I am these in different forms, many are inspired. Bhavana is created. So they also become helpers in Baba's Yagya. Not only love, but cooperation also. So now I stay in silence with Baba, where there is deep love, and I'm also very much charged. Intellect and mind could rest, remain merged. So take drishti from Baba.
Om Shanti. According to the closeness of time, become an Avyakti angel, become free from attachment, and have unlimited disinterest. Now, according to the time, become free from attachment and have unlimited disinterest. Have disinterest with your mind. With the mirror of perfection, check your subtle attachment. Give this gift of love for Father Brahma to him and leave all the support. Become free. Make a promise now, according to the time. You have to celebrate the day of perfection. Have such a determined thought that no matter what goes away, you will never break this promise. Om Shanti.
Can you turn on mic? Bhumi Ben's mic.
Om Shanti, Avyakti Parivar. So before we start our series, I just want to mention that today we will have Brother Eric with us after Didi's sharing. So please do stay back with us. So now let's start the series. Shanti, welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today is day 29. According to the closeness of time, become an Avyakti angel. Today's topic, become free from attachment and have unlimited disinterest. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone is okay? Yes, very well. That's great. Today actually is the last day of the month for these Avyakti signal. We'll be starting new ones. And I was asking some that when you listen to Avyakti signal, and every day we do it in the evening, so we start in the morning doing our homework. Do you find some change in you? And interestingly, the way people were sharing, those who are doing homework, not because you read it, you heard it, reading and hearing is not enough, right? Then we churn on it, go deeper into that, because every word has deep meaning. And also when you practically do it, you imbibe it or inculcate it, and that's where you see not only the power of the word, but attainments from each word and how the transformation happens in our lives. And we feel practically moving towards the stage of completeness and perfection. You heard Baba said, Baba has come to make us, liberate us from laboring, because it's a habit. When there is love, we don't need to labor because everything works in a very, very natural way. So laboring becomes like, why should I labor? Plus, very beautifully, Baba is saying that you did become perfect. When did you become perfect? Last Kalpa. So now, if you became perfect last Kalpa, we will definitely become complete and perfect this Kalpa and next. And we use the word which really I like very much is eternity. And, when we were young Brahmins, Didi used to say kalpantar. That means it's every kalpa. If you're losing something, it's every kalpa. If you are attaining something, it is kalpa after kalpa. So if we remember that, it gives us strength, gives us courage, and we maintain that trust and faith that we will become, yes, complete and perfect, right? So when we come to Baba and we understand knowledge, our thinking begins completely different. Our attitude, our drishti, there is big change in everything. But what is the Avyakt signal today is just to look into the mirror of perfection about even if you have attachment with anyone, anywhere. Yeah, you want to look into for a minute. Anything which pulls you, your intellect, your mind. No? Okay. Anyway, if there is, what Baba is saying, to have unlimited distaste from the mind. In Hindi, we say, man se vairagya. Vairagya, we use the word distaste. And in a way, distaste is like anything which has harmed you, anything which causes sorrow, anything which creates bondage, anything which you find that is an obstruction or an obstacle on your journey. Can you think of? Huh? Because, of course, when we came, a lot of vairagya vritti, but especially after COVID, when we didn't go out for, I just went out really when it was necessary. So we stayed at home, most of us, at our places. And when I came out, I said, is this our world? Is this the real world? Is this the world we have to live in? Even now, it feels so disconnected, as if we don't belong to this world. And of course, we are not, because it's Iron Age, Kali Yuga, and we are at confluence age. So unlimited distaste. And Baba is saying that whatever love you got from Brahma Baba, you have to give in return love, your love to Brahma Baba. So what we say, we love, bolo, Brahma Baba, right? Baba, Shiv Baba is ocean of love. And this morning I was thinking that whatever one is and whatever one gives is what you have received. I know for many things people tell me, you don't have to worry about this. You don't have to think what people eating. I said, Baba took care of us. The way he took care of us, we will take care of everyone because it's in our sanskars. No? I remember leaving the door of Pandavavan. Has transport been arranged for her? Have you taken food? Every little thing Baba wants to find out. Why? I mean, there were so many who were doing it, but Brahma Baba himself made sure he came at the back of the Pandavavan and with his handkerchief said goodbye to us. Why Baba has to do it? It's Baba's love, right? So many even tell me, why you have to do this? Why you have to? I got it, so I have to give it. It's very natural. What our parents spiritually gave us, that's what we share with others. How do you know otherwise? Who is Shiv Baba? Who is Brahma Baba? It's only those of us who are taking sustenance. I'm talking of new ones, those who haven't taken direct sustenance from Brahma Baba. But then when you come to Peace Village, you will feel that care, right? So what Shiv Baba gave when he created Yagya, wherever is Baba's Yagya, that same love has to be shared. So whatever I have received, how do people know? Not only that, and that is called glorification of Baba. Baba taught us to do this. Baba taught us, Baba gave us, and now we are sharing with others. So Baba is saying that now leave on the corners. You have heard, no, this beautiful saying that some passengers were sitting in this boat, right? And they wanted to go. So they start kind of moving, oaring, turn on, and they left. So it was night time. In the morning. When they opened their eyes, boat was wherever it was. So whole day they thought they are moving, they are moving. What was the reason? Anchor was not lifted. And that's what Baba is saying, kinare choro, in the sense of wherever your anchor is, you have to unhook every anchor so that the boat can move and you can go across from land of sorrow to land of happiness or to our sweet home. It's a very beautiful thing to remember. If I am not moving forward, somewhere I am hooked. Anchor has to be lifted. Listening? If anchor, any anchor of any kind, you are hooked to, you will not move forward. So Baba says, liberate yourself. Liberate yourself. Don't be hooked anywhere. And promise to your own self that according to the time, I should celebrate my day of completion. Baba says, celebrate now, day of completion. Sampuranta ka divas manao. And have determined thought. What is the determined thought? Whatever happens, I will fulfill my promise. Whatever happens. Because Daddy Janki used to tell us, truth and lie is one thing, but making excuses is worse than telling lie. I ever even don't ask somebody why you didn't do it, because that person is ready to tell few stories because of this, because of this. I said, I don't want to really hear why you didn't do. That's up to you. Really, I never ask, oh, you were supposed to do, what happened? That person has come prepared, right? Anything you ask, But if you know, Sister, we're not going to ask. At least they don't create stories, no? They might be real, some might be real, but sometimes we make it, no? I really wanted to do. But I said, I only want to know up to that you wanted to do. But what about if I couldn't do or I didn't do? I said, that's your story. And I'm not very keen in listening to stories because everyone has a story, right? So determined thought. If I have to do, I will do, and I must do. Right? So it's the last day, nearness of the time, and according to that nearness, I have to be complete and perfect. So today is our last day for this series, and we start tomorrow another one. And so there are a lot of programs today. Tomorrow is last. This was for tomorrow, so day after tomorrow. Day after tomorrow we start. This was given homework for tomorrow. Day after tomorrow we start the new one. Okay.
Shanti. So we'll be remembering Baba for 2 minutes. Today's sequence is a little bit different, and we'll take Trishti from Devi, and then we will invite Brother Eric for sharing. And before we do that, our Madhuban Experience Retreat, we have many angels here. Would like to say hello to Avyakti Parivar. So where are they? Here you go. Everyone can wave your hand. So,
Oh,
can see.
they are seeing all class.
Yeah.
Avyakti Parivar is.
Can you put it on the screen, please? No, the Avyakti Parivar, can you put it on the screen? Here you go. No, it's the gallery view, please.
Yeah, it's the whole world will
gallery
be
view.
watching you tomorrow.
Do the gallery view, please. Yeah, here you go. Can say that. Thank you. Okay, now we'll remember 2 minutes to Baba, and then we move forward.
हम
According to the closeness of time, become an Avyakt angel, become free from attachment, and have unlimited disinterest. Now, according to the time, become free from attachment and have unlimited disinterest. Have disinterest with your mind. With the mirror of perfection, check your subtle attachment. Give this gift of love for Father Brahma to him and leave all the support. Become free. Make a promise. Now, according to the time, you have to celebrate the day of perfection. Have such a determined thought that no matter what goes away, you will never break this promise. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So before I invite Brother Eric, I would like to just go through tomorrow's program. Tomorrow is Sunday, so our schedule will be Amritula 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. Meditation will start at 6 a.m. followed by, Avyakti Hindi Murli. Today we had Sakar Murli, so tomorrow will be Avyakti Hindi Murli, and then followed by meditation, book offering, and English Avyakti Murli. Evening meditation will start at 6 p.m. followed by Spotlight Drishti sharing, Hindi series, meditation commentary, English series, and Avyakti journey. Sorry about this, but tomorrow is Avyakti Hindi Murli. Om Shanti. And today is a little bit different, that it won't be an interview, but today we will have Brother Eric with us sharing his experiences, his stay in Madhuban, different things. Maybe you can ask him question also through chat. But would like to invite our dear angel brother, Brother Eric, welcome. And after that, we'll be having our Avyakti Murli revision, a reading. So that's the schedule for tonight. Welcome, Eric. Bye. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Bhumiji. Om Shanti, everyone. Nice to be in Piz Village and in Madhuban at the same time. I feel I'm the Saturday surprise now. Last Saturday, I came for a surprise chit-chat with Mohini Didi, which was not expected. And tonight, I'm doing again a surprise chit-chat and sharing from the heart without Sister Mohini. So this will be different. But I thought, we could do something together, actually. So the thought I would like to offer you is, why don't we do a little experiment together? And I'm going to have a chit-chat with you, with all of you. And I know this is a Madhuban experience retreat in Piz Village, and we've been listening to our dear Brother Raju for the past few days. And I was thinking that, all of us, I see who is in Piz Village, some are going to watch later on, some online at the moment. Some of us have been going to Madhuban countless times. I think I've been to Madhuban more than 35 times by now. Some have been going only a few times, and maybe a few are still hoping to go to Madhuban one day. So I wanted to propose an experience that for the next few minutes, we bring Madhuban here, wherever we are, and create such a powerful state of mind that anyone who hasn't been to Madhuban can have an experience of being in Madhuban right now. And those who have been in Madhuban can really enhance the memories and the feelings of being in Madhuban. So if I were to ask the cooperation from all those who have been countless times in Madhuban and who are still going to be sitting with us for the next few minutes. So anyone who has been to Madhuban many, many, many times, I would invite you to join me as part of the older ones who are going to vibrate a powerful memory, a powerful experience of Madhuban, going back into our moments where we were in Madhuban and had an amazing moment. With the special feeling that we want to create that experience and offer it as a gift to anyone who hasn't been to Madhuban, or to those who have been maybe once, a few times, and those who want to really experience Madhuban right now. Is that possible? So the older ones who have been going for decades, I ask you to sit quietly and help me and join me in your mental creation and go back to Madhuban quickly now to a very special spot in Madhuban where you really, really like to be. And try to focus for the next few minutes.
Om
being...
Shanti. I
Oh,
can I interrupt
we
you?
have a surprise.
Sorry, we missed little parts. So could you just repeat what everyone has to do?
Okay. From the beginning or just for the last few minutes?
Last 3 minutes, 3-4 minutes.
So I was talking to myself, which is actually what Baba wants us to do. Maybe you can turn off the mic and let me talk to myself. It would be lovely. No, I was sharing that I was thinking that for, this surprise sharing from the heart or chit chat with Mohini Didi without Mohini Didi, which is a very unique surprise, we could invoke Madhuban and together create an experience of Madhuban. And I was asking the cooperation from all those who have been like me in Madhuban countless times. So inviting my good friends to sit for the next few minutes and to create an experience of Madhuban, so the new ones can have a special experience. So I was asking anyone who has been to Madhuban many, many times, now join me, experience yourself to be in Madhuban in one of your favorite spots. Could be in Baba's room, could be in front of Babdada, could be in front of Daddy's, somewhere in the courtyard. Let's come quickly to Madhuban and create a powerful energy. An experiment to see if we can give all the new ones the experience of being in Madhuban. And for everyone, I would ask, the question, if we're having a chit chat now with all of you, so this is going to be the surprise. So I'm having chit chat from the heart with all of you. I would ask you, if Mohini Didi were to answer my question would be, how can we be so detached in Madhuban and have unlimited disinterest? When in Madhuban, we feel so, not emotional, but so touched by so many experiences, the daddies, Babdada, the Tolis, the Murlis, everything. How can we be so detached? It's not possible, right? We have a little bit of attachment for Madhuban, and it's not the place to have unlimited disinterest. We would be fully interested in Madhuban. So that would have been my tricky question to Mohini Didi, and I see she's still smiling, so she will have an answer next week. So I'm asking every one of us, how would you summarize your relationship with Madhuban? How would you describe your relationship with Madhuban? How much is Madhuban really your home? Baba has been telling us many times, your real home is Madhuban, and we're all Madhuban Niwasis. And our place of residence is only a service place. So just asking you to go into the experience. Have we really that feeling that Madhuban is really my home on planet Earth? And this is really where I am. This is my connection with Baba and the world. So how much is the experience of having Madhuban as my home a real experience right now in my heart? So if I say we go to Madhuban, do we feel I'm going home? Mentally, I want to remember my home. How much is Madhuban really my home? How much do I feel this is where I belong? This is my landing spot on this planet and I can be at home. So what is my relationship with Madhuban? Why should it be my home? So my experience, having gone to Madhuban many times, I can tell you my first time when I went to Madhuban, I was 22 years old, I think, and I was going to heaven. I was not going to Madhuban, I was going to heaven. Maybe, I don't know if Rick and Sandy are in the room or in Peace Village at the moment, but I was with them in the train. And we did the journey from Delhi to Abu Road in the train, which was an old train. They don't make those trains anymore. It was wooden kind of, how do you call it, cabin. There was a shower in the cabin, and we had a personal waiter or personal waiter to give us tea or whatever we wanted, but we didn't use anything. And I was sleeping on the upper couch. And in my mind was, I'm going to meet God. I'm not going to sleep. So I had the little picture of Brahma Baba, and I was sitting, almost for 21 hours. It was such a long train. And Rick and Sandy were there. That was their first time. I had a sister from Montreal with me. And I saw them having rest. And I said, how can they sleep? I'm going to meet God. You cannot sleep when you go and meet God. It's not possible. And I thought, when I put my foot in Abu Road, I want to have my perfect kurta pajama. So I took a shower in the train to be, spotless white and fresh with a perfectly ironed kurta when I go down from the train. And I was so intoxicated. So when I went down the train, I was the first one to come out. And my English at the time was not very good. And there were a few people with a bouquet of flower. And they asked, are you Rick? But I heard, are you Eric? And I thought, yes, I am. And so they were waiting for Rick, of course, who was a VIP guest. I was a nobody. And I said, are you Rick? And I said, yes. So they started giving me the bouquet of flowers. And then Rick came behind me and they took the flower back. Oh, you are Rick? And he spoke English properly. And I said, yes. So they gave him the flowers. And I thought, oh, I must have missed something. So I came down the train. I said, okay, yeah, it's for Rick, of course, and the flowers. I thought that feels better. So we were given a beautiful car, those old ambassador cars. It was a very VIP car. And Rick told me, come with us. You can come in the car. So when we arrived in Madhuban, it was amazing because the car drove in the courtyard, we didn't stop on the road. We drove because it was with Rick in the courtyard. And so they opened the door. And then again, Daddy Kumarka was there. And someone said, Rick? And I thought, no, this time, I'm not. Although I have the thought, I should say yes and get maybe something from Daddy Ji. So we came with Rick. And then, of course, there was a special welcome. Daddy Prakashmani was there. It was such a royal welcome. And we've got through so many experiences. And when I left Madhuban the first year, I remember what Sister Mohini was sharing. Brahma Baba, of course, wasn't there, but Brother Nirver, very dear Brother Nirver, came to take us to the gate when we left. And we're in a taxi, and I was a bit emotional. I didn't want to leave Madhuban, and we wanted to cry and say, no, Baba, I don't want to leave. I want to stay there. And Nirver just pulled out his white handkerchief, and he was just waving at us, when we left. And I remember it was like in a film, like in a movie. I was turning my head and watching through, the back of the Jeep and seeing Nirver waving until the Jeep disappeared. So this is our home. So the question is, what is my relationship with Madhuban, my home? Do I really feel this is my home? And when I went this year, we were questioning sometime, are we going to go? Baba is not there. The daddies are not there. The Didis are busy. But what pulled me there, I think, was the feeling, no, this is my home. I want to feel that experience of being at home in Madhuban. And the second question, so I hope the old ones are still remembering, Madhuban very strongly. But the second question is, how do I get a special experience of Baba in Madhuban? How Baba is revealed? And lately I found that more and more, many say, oh, I didn't see Brahma Baba. I didn't see the daddies. I didn't see even Bab Dada in Avyakta, in Daddy Gulzar. But I feel today that Baba reveals himself in so many amazing ways. Some saw Bab Dada in Daddy Gulzar, but they're not here anymore. So I really feel that each one of us can ask, how do I experience Baba in Madhuban? So I'm asking all the old ones, try to remember one time when you felt Baba was most present. And I will finish with that little note, when I was there before COVID, it was the last morning, and I was going for Medvela, and I told Baba, this is my last morning, Baba, so it would be nice, to have a good experience. I wish I could have, something a bit special. Please, can you give me a special experience? And so I went and sat in Baba's room, and it was nice, but nothing really special happened. So I was detached, unlimited disinterest. I went back in my room with a cup of tea, and I was just having my tea and trying to, read a few things. And suddenly the poster in the very simple room, the poster on the wall of the painting of Brahma Baba started to become powerful, like light. It was alive, really, really alive. And I was there holding my tea, and I felt, oh, what happens? And it was like Brahma Baba was alive in the room. And I was telling him jokingly, I says, you're late. I was waiting for you in Amedveda for an hour. And now you come when I'm in my room. Why you didn't come from Amedveda? And the thought that came to my mind was, well, you were always talking. You were always, expecting, talking, churning. You didn't give me time. So I come now in your room. And I had one of the most amazing experience, as if Baba really came to meet me in my bedroom in Madhuban. So I really feel that Madhuban is what we, create in our relationship with Baba. And I think we can all experience Madhuban right now and feel that my connection with Baba will bring Madhuban, like Mohini Didi was saying the other day, bring the subtle region here around you. Don't just go and wait to go up there, but bring it here with you. And I feel Madhuban, we can bring it with us and feel that we are now in Madhuban. Time has already passed, but I hope everyone feels Madhuban's power, Madhuban's beauty, and the relationship we have with Madhuban. So everyone now has been in Madhuban. So thank you for this special short little chit chat with everyone's heart. And now we can listen to Murli in Madhuban. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you very much, Pateri. That was wonderful experience sharing. We really appreciate, and thank you for coming. And we look forward for more. And now let's start Avyakti journey. Welcome to Avyakti journey. Avyakt Murlis from 1969, inspiring us to change from Brahmin to angel.
Avyaktvani, date 19th of June 1970. Visions of Trimurti lights. Do children have as much imperishable love for Babdada as Babdada has for the children? This love is the thread which ties a bond for 21 births, a bond of unbroken love. The stronger the thread, is, the longer it will last. Each thought and action of this confluent sage accumulates in the bank for 21 births. Not a single thought should be wasted. Acha, it is remembered that the world was created through vision. When there is the vision of brotherhood, then the world changes. When you see the soul, it is only then that you see this world as an old world. Worldly vision changes into spiritual vision. Then you just see spirits in the entire world. Do you have this naturally spiritual vision? At the moment, it is maintained only temporarily, but you have to practice to maintain it constantly. By changing your vision, your virtues and actions change automatically. Create the world with spiritual vision. The detached observer gives sweetness. You have to be easy and light in your relationships with others, easy in your sanskaras, and easy in the give and take of cooperation. Remain easy in every aspect. The easier you remain, the more you attain. Only after you have become perfect will you have to bring the body to an end. When you're easy, you will be able to bring your body to an end according to your own will. Acha. The difference between the language of the subtle and corporeal region, 25th of June, 1970. What is the language of the subtle region? At present, the Avyakti has to take the support of the corporeal for the sake of the residents of the corporeal world, in order to speak the same way that they do. In the subtle region, a lot can be clarified in 1 second. Here in your world, it can only be clarified after a lot of speaking. This is the difference between the corporeal language and the subtle language. Can you understand from Babdada's signals what Babdada is saying today? Through signs, you can catch conversations and scenes from a long distance away. In the same way, on the basis of your Avyakt stage, can't you catch the things that are directly in front of you? Today, Babdada is checking to what extent each one has become a checker, and together with that, a maker. The difference between the language of the subtle and corporeal region. To the extent you are a checker, you can accordingly become a maker. You are lawmakers and makers of the new world, and also peacemakers. Government inspectors check adulteration and corruption without disclosing their identity. You must become the checkers for the almighty government and go to those who practice adulteration and corruption. Become the checkers with the authority of the Pandav government and go and challenge them, so that as soon as they see you, they become afraid of their adulteration and corruption and bow their heads. This service remains to be done. Your name will be glorified through this. When one of them bows his head, many others will also bow their heads. But first, you have to become your own checker. How can you check the adulteration and corruption of others if you yourself are still adulterated and corrupt? To the extent that you become a checker and maker, you then become a ruler. Rulers are not dependent on anyone. They have a right and so will not be subservient to Maya. To the extent you consider yourself to have a right, you will also have a generous heart. To the extent to which you are generous hearted, you become an example to others. Always remember your right. When Maya enters someone, she brings laziness in many different forms. You become body conscious, and with this, become lazy in Srimad and lazy in verifying. Then body consciousness increases. Laziness and unhappiness distances you in corporeal relationships. Laziness is the sixth vice. Many think, I will do it later, there is no rush. This is Maya in a very royal form. Many also think, how can I have an Avyakti stage for 6 to 8 hours in this life while still making effort? This stage will only come at the end. This is also a royal form of laziness. I will think about it, I will see about it. All this is laziness. Many also think there are very few fixed seats anyway. And so when they see others making a lot of effort, they think they cannot go that far. And so whatever stage they have reached is good enough. This is also a form of laziness. Laziness enters first in a very subtle way through thoughts. After that, it takes on a larger form. If you remove it at the start, you will not face much opposition. Now you must become the checkers of all this. You check the external form of Maya. Now you have to check this subtle form. Remember your slogan. If not now, then never. Because you are the senior ones, Bab Dada is explaining all this, keeping you in front. Those who are loved are kept in front. You are wondering why Bab Dada is not speaking louder? According to the subtle world sanskara of silence, when coming to the corporeal from the subtle, it does not seem right to speak loudly. All of you have to gradually move to conducting your activities through signals while going beyond sound. You have to practice this. You have to develop the power of discrimination and of being far-sighted. You will need a far-reaching intellect. This is why you're told to perform drills of the intellect to make the intellect powerful. Om Shanti.
In our thoughts we pondered, how could we make it go? We dreamed and schemed and wondered, now finally we go. Now we are Madhuban bound, with our feet off the ground. In our hearts there's a sound, echoes peace all around. The sky is blue and the sun shines bright. Our destination is inside. So many little problems came up to make us stay, but our true love for Father could not keep us away. Now we are Madhuban bound, with our feet off the ground. In our hearts there's a sound, echoes peace all around. The sky is blue and the sun shines bright. Our destination is inside. From each and every corner, the children they do roam and make their way to Madhuban and to their own sweet home. Now we are Madhuban bound, with our feet off the ground. In our hearts there's a sound, echoes peace all around. The sky is blue and the sun shines bright. Our destination is inside. Now our hearts awaken, our dreams are coming true. With sweet words and pure vision, we're coming home to you. Now we are Madhuban bound, with our feet off the ground. In our hearts there's a sound, echoes peace all around. The sky is blue and the sun shines bright. Our destination is inside. Yes, we are Madhuban bound, with our feet off the ground. In our hearts there's a sound, echoes peace all around. The sky is blue and the sun shines bright. Our destination is inside.
Om Shanti, everyone. This is a beautiful song that was composed in the train between Delhi and Abu Road by Sister Debbie a long time ago. And she was singing it with some brothers and sisters. It was a magic moment on our way to Madhuban. So may the train of our heart take us to Madhuban for the night. You won't need to ask Shashi Ben for a good room. You can be in God's heart, the most beautiful spot in Madhuban. So I'm sure Mohini Didi and the whole Avyakti Parivar team will wish everyone a beautiful night with sweet experiences of Madhuban all night. So we'll meet again at Tamedveda in Madhuban tomorrow. Sweet dreams. Good night, everyone. Om Shanti, everyone.